Welcome to Mission Minute News. I'm Dominican Sister Jean Harris. SVD SSPS update from Ukraine war. Holy Spirit missionary Sister Maria Chiara, SSPS, visited Ukraine for the second time since the outbreak of the war. In the basement of an abandoned school in Saramati, he met the women who cooked daily for more than 450 refugees and soldiers. They care for the wounded, provide food and shelter. They share touching stories about their concern for the families. In spite of everything that is happening, there is still courage and cohesion. Let's continue to pray together for the gift of peace in the hearts of all people, invites Sister Maria, wishing everyone a blessed Easter. Let us listen to an update from Sister Tetiana Bogoslavets, the local superior.
Many greetings from Ukraine. Dear brothers and sisters, dear friends, all those who cares about what is happening in Ukraine. I would like to send you a little update how we sisters, our community functioning here in this time of war. And as many says, our life has been divided into two parts, life before war and life after. And as I could notice that there was these two phases in the beginning that we were all in house, in panic, in anxiety. Now we can see that we are more stronger. Let's say we somehow adapt to that, to this condition, also not normal situation what we are living now, and still keeping our hope alive, keeping it with prayer. We're doing our normal things, with praying together, also with people here in parishes, and also with refugees that came to us. From the beginning, we already received more or less 40 persons. For now, they're staying more or less also 20 people, the family with children, with elderly people, and they participate also somehow our parish life, somehow our community life. We are sharing with them our convent, our also our lives. And as I can see, they also among themselves they created a small community, sharing the food, cleaning, organizing their lives. Thanks be to God, we receive some humanitarian help. Thanks to good people that gather many things that needed now. So the refugee living with us in the village, in the villages around, also some lonely people, elderly people, they could receive help as food, clothing, some hygienic products. So thank you so much to all the people of goodwill that are helping us with that. Also, we are cooking food for our soldiers. Therefore, some girls who are helping us, they said, we are so happy that we can do anything that to contribute to help to our soldiers. And today we also, together with food, we give them a rosary that some friends sent us from Medjugorje, and they were very happy. Some put rosary on themselves immediately because they remember it from Maidan, when we have Revolution of Dignity, that Our Lady will protect also them. So in the midst of terrible things that are happening, also the good part of humanity are showing. So we ask you, please continue to pray, continue to stand with us, to support, praying that God will protect all of us, protect this peace that we all need. First of all, peace in our hearts and peace among us. that this war will come to the end. So thank you so much. God bless you. And we believe, as we approach the Easter time, we believe that death have not the last word, but resurrection, but the victory of Christ.
SVD in Ukraine. Recently, our confreres in Ukraine received humanitarian help organized by the Diocese of Elk, Caritas Slovakia, and 2 parishes from Slovakia. Food, clothing, shoes, medicine, dressing materials, bandages, diapers, sheets, and more arrived. Some of the goods were distributed to the local people and to other SVD communities. Some packs went to soldiers fighting in the east of the country. And some of the goods have been stored for future use. The SVDs are also providing temporary shelter for the refugees. Although the area is generally safe, from time to time they experience unexpected incidents. A few nights ago, the parish priest and the village were awakened by a large explosion. Fortunately, it was anti-aircraft shooting down a rocket. Our parishes and institutions joined Pope Francis in the consecration of Russia and Ukraine to the Immaculate Heart of Mary on March 25th. We continue praying for peace in Ukraine and to stop the killings and destruction of the country, reports Father Szosik Majewko, SVD, Poland Justice and Peace Coordinator. Ukraine refugees in Poland. Currently, 5 SVD mission houses in the Polish province have welcomed 61 refugees. 1 more community is preparing to receive 30 more people. The provincial and council have agreed to assist all communities helping refugees. The province, together with the mission procure, the Generalate, and other institutions, is raising funds to support our confreres working in Ukraine, as well as SVD and SSPS refugee activities in Poland. The offering of Polish language classes is an interesting initiative begun by our SVD parish in Nysa. It seems a parishioner who is a professional teacher offered free classes for 30 migrant people. Migrant Center is doing something similar in Warsaw. Every day, more and more people come to our Fu Shenfu Center asking to learn Polish. We also cooperate with a group of women religious in Warsaw who are giving shelter to 50 Ukrainians and have our volunteers go there to teach the Polish language. Ukraine refugee crisis in Hungary. According to the latest statistic from Hungary, 540,000 refugees have already arrived from Ukraine. With our friends from the Club of Rome, we visited 5 refugee sites, about 80 people in villages of eastern Hungary. We brought them food, cleaning materials, games, etc. The youngest among them is 1 week old, and a pregnant woman will give birth soon, shares SVD Fathers Albert Ngamba Mungwala and Marcos Antonio Miranda, Justice and Peace Coordinators. Donovan Castle receives refugees. On Friday, March 18th, our SVD residence, Donovan Castle in Roscommon, Ireland, was repurposed to receive refugees from Ukraine. The former student block was converted and renovated by local volunteers to receive 30 Ukrainian families, totaling up to 100 persons. The refugee initiative is being spearheaded by Roscommon County Council with the support of Roscommon Lions Club and Roscommon Leader Partnership. In this phase 1, we're preparing 35 suites with bedrooms, including 4 large bedrooms to cater to the needs of families and children. Other agencies will be involved in the rollout of services in Phase 2 to provide social, medical, and other supports. For how long? Nobody knows. Father George Ager, SVD, rector, said, "At 10 a.m. on Friday, March 18, our former residence building was an empty shell. But by 8 p.m. that night, we were ready to receive 100 Ukrainian refugees. The lights of the residence block are now aglow for the first time in a long time. It's more like the season of Advent than Lent at Donovan, marked by hope, light, peace, and collaboration." Refugees from Slovakia. Divine Word missionaries in Slovakia, which shares the border with Ukraine and the Czech Republic, are providing shelter for Ukrainian refugees and collecting humanitarian supplies. Our 2 houses in Slovakia are accommodating refugees coming from Ukraine, the provincial house in Nitra and the novitiate in Vidina. In Bratislava, we organized a collection of materials and medicine for the people coming from Ukraine and handed over to Catholic charities in the eastern part of the country where Slovakia borders Ukraine. Our missionaries are also preparing to travel to the border to help. Father František Kantar, SVD, parish priest of Nový Rozenko in the Czech Republic, says the confreres are ready to meet any type of need that arises. They are in constant contact with their bishops and charitable organizations about the requirements at the border. There is an urgent need for Russian-Ukrainian translators, as most ordinary people are not bilingual. Father Frank Mahalik Dorm in Papua New Guinea. The Madang campus of Divine Word University has just opened a new 73-bed male dorm in February 2022, named after Father Frank Mahalik, SVD, priest, publisher, linguist, lecturer, and former staff member of the university, when Father was head of the university's Communication Arts Department from 1982 until his retirement in 1997. Father Mahalik came to Papua New Guinea in 1947 to be parish priest at Marienburg. Among his parishioners was the young Michael Samare, who later became the South Pacific Island nation's first prime minister. While serving at the mission, Father Mahalik contracted tuberculosis and from a hospital bed in the U.S. started putting together the material that would become the first Tok Pisin dictionary for that commonly used Creole language in Papua New Guinea. Today, Father Mahalik is widely known for the dictionary and for founding the Tok Pisin newspaper, Wan Tok. His volumes of mission anecdotes and his book on Papua New Guinea mission history are a treasure trove of information and inspiration. In 1999, Father Mahalik retired to the Divine Word Missionary Residence in Riverside, California, where he died in 2001. Installation of new SSPS leadership team. The installation of the new Congregational Leadership Team, CLT, of the SSPS Sisters took place on March 31st at the SSPS Generalate in Rome during a Eucharistic celebration by Father Budi Keladen, SVD, Superior General, and SVD priests Xavier Turukudumbam and Bakoma Dajomgu. Sister Maria Theresia Hornerman, outgoing congregational leader who served on the leadership team for the last 14 years, in the name of the whole congregation, welcomed the new leadership team, remembering that all the elected leaders have experience in leadership themselves, and that this service can be very enriching and meaningful, giving them opportunities to animate and enable people, to get things done, and to encounter many people and cultures. Sister Maria Theresia went on to mention the challenges they will face, such as the environmental crisis, war situations, pandemic, crises in the church and religious life, but also the signs of hope, like the call of Pope Francis for a synodal journey, greater involvement of lay partners, the Laudato Si action platform, and collaboration within the Arnoldus family. In an act of special blessing upon the new team, she said, "As you have been blessed, may you bless and strengthen others. We invite you to be a healing presence through your leadership service in our congregation and beyond, following in the footsteps of our mothers Maria and Josepha." The new team, elected during the recently concluded General Chapter in January, assumes their office to guide and serve the order for those next 6 years. They are Miriam Altenhofen, Congregational Leader; Sisters Michaeline Vupu, Kreti Sanhuesa, Mariana Kametsana, Tressa Sebastian, and Jana Tatova. If you have a comment or question about any of our stories, please email us at missionminutenews@wordnet.tv. You can also post your comments below each video on YouTube. We promise to respond. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Share with others about the channel and the variety of programs you enjoy there. Please join us every Wednesday for our online Eucharist and Adoration and Benediction of the Blessed Sacrament, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. You can always catch it later on YouTube if that time isn't good for you. Send us your prayer requests or intentions for Eucharist by contacting us by phone at 909-383-4333 or send an email to mail@wordnet.tv. This is Mission Minute News. Until we meet again, stay safe and well, and may Jesus' love for you make you smile. Happy Easter.